I'm going to show you how to do a kerf cut on skirting to be able to bend the skirting board. So we're using, this is called offalo, I think, skirting board. So this piece is about 50 centimeters, yeah, just slightly over. So what I first need to do is find the middle. So this is 52, so 26 is there. What I'll do, I'll mark 10 centimeters intervals either side. Then we get a square. And just mark each of the markings we've got. So this is done if you've got an area where the wall is curved and you need this skirting board to be curved. Obviously the skirting board will have to be filled in where the gaps are very big. A few more steps. So you don't want to do a large piece because otherwise when you're lifting it, it's liable to snap. So 50 centimeters is about right. So you want to adjust the mitre saw so it cuts in approximately that much and leaves that much of a gap. So that's about, I'd say, just over 1 millimeter. So let's go. If you had a table saw, you'd be able to go all the way through. Because I've adjusted the blade, I now have to turn it around. Do the same the other way. See, there's quite a lot of movement. This is MDF, so easier to work with. So you see some of the bits are touching. So what we need to do is make some of the gaps bigger in some of the areas. So we'll start off towards the middle. So what you do now, you just bend it around the curve and then you just fill in the gaps and just sand it down. It's only possible obviously because it's MDF. I think maybe a little bit more just to get the flexibility of here. there you go. Thanks. Right, get the camera. Okay, here's the wood with the kerf cut. I hold it against it. There you go, that's what it looks like. So, what we should do is use some adhesive and glue it on. Normally you'd paint the skirting board before you stick it, but because we need to fill it, we'll just glue it, stick it straight on. Right, once the skirting board is stuck on, next step is to fill the gaps in. So just get some filler. After applying the first set of filler, let it dry, and once this is dry, place some more on there so it covers all the gaps between the wood. So it should look like this. Hopefully once that dries, we're ready to sand it. I've done the first round of sanding, so here's how it looks so far. A little bit more moulding, and hopefully get to a point where we can start painting it. Here's the final sand down of the corner. Just need to give it a bit of a wipe down now with a cloth, and then we can prime and paint. Here's the first coat of paint that's gone on. Okay, here's the finish after 2 coats of eggshell paint.